Welcome to COVE's World Travels. If you could hit that subscribe button and help support the channel, that'd be very much appreciated. Give the video a like and hit that bell button for notifications. I hope you enjoyed the video.
So the original person is buried on the ground, and they used to stack the graves on one another.
Yeah.
That's the grave of a man and a woman. How do we know? The headgear is for the male.
The headgear.
Headgear.
Right.
If you look back, those are all male graves.
Right. So if they don't have that on, it's not a male grave.
That's no. If they have a headgear, then it would be a male grave.
Yeah.
But if it's a woman, then you see her necklaces here.
Ah.
So jewelry on a woman grave, and for male it is a headgear, or we'll see a bow and arrow, a dagger, stone is carved.
Let's see if people buried in.
Wealthy people, labor probably, who could not afford to build. Yes. Yes.
You know the higher. Is it? You know the higher they are. Is
Yes.
that the more rich? The more
Yes.
wealthy?
Yes. It could be. Like if you see a bow and arrow, shield and sword.
Yeah.
So all these graves have dagger, sword, shield, sword. So this could be soldiers.
Yeah.
The name of the graveyard is chaukhandi. Chaukhandi in the local language means four corners, because all the graves have four corners. So they have found about 1500 geometrical designs. In this particular graveyard, there are 750 graves. And one of the Pakistani currency note back in 1980s, they copied a geometrical design from chaukhandi onto the current currency notes.
Oh, okay.
So up till now, although they were Muslims, all the people were Muslims. Usually on a Muslim grave, you would see Quranic holy script, name of the person, date, but they were not influenced yet by the other cultures like Arabs, Afghans, Persians. So they were more culturally attached to Indian Rajasthan and Gujarat.
Right.
And they would put their professions on their graves rather than putting their names.
Oh, okay. So it'd never be someone's name, it'd just be
No.
raw percent.
Further we'll go.
You'll see names.
Yes,
But
you'll see.
originally it was just
Yes, yes. Bird, fish scales, fish. Of babies.
Right, so that'd be a baby.
Yes. Lotus flower was important in Buddhism and Hinduism also. And a mother,
Child on the right.
a child and a mother with all the jewelries. But the name in Persian is Ustad Inayat. In our language in Pakistan, Urdu, we have a lot of words from Persian language. And the Persian was always the court language until the British came. For over 800 years, all the court language in India, Pakistan was always Persian. Yes, yes. So this is Ustad Inayat. Now this is Ustad Inayat is a male name, but the grave is of a woman.
Yeah.
Up till now, again, there was not a tradition of writing up the names. So this guy could be the builder of this tomb.
Put his name
Yes,
on it.
yes.
Right.
He put his own name there.
And then now little one is babies.
Yes.
Right, okay.
This is in Sindhi language. Karachi is the capital of Sindh province. So Sindhi is widely spoken and written in the whole of the province. Sindhi, yes.
So today, how many different languages are there in Pakistan today?
Regional languages,
Just spoken language.
every province has its own language. But the one main language which is understood all over Pakistan is Urdu language. Urdu. In the main cities, English is spoken and understood. Can you see a horse there? A man riding a horse.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And the headgear is more elaborate. It means that it could be an important military general.
How old are these graves?
About 500 years.
500 years?
Yes.
These are 500 years old.
Yes. They started building around 14th century and it ended in 18th century. So this is not the only graveyard. This is the largest graveyard. So they've found at least 20 graveyards of this type in the south of Pakistan, in Sindh and Balochistan. So all the people in this area would be building these kind of tombs. And other tombs in other places have more horses, you know, two tribes fighting each other, and the fallen person or the military guy would have horse on his grave. Yes. So here it is only just one image.
How many provinces in Pakistan?
4.
4.
4.
Oh.
You see, this is just another graveyard. This horse, a guy,
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah.
This is for the military, the fallen guys. You, in the mosques, in the tombs, on the graves, you would not see a living thing or image. There's no living image of a human being or an animal usually in the mosque or tombs or the graves. But again, they were not yet influenced by other Islamic cultures. They were more attached to Indian culture. That's why we see horses or other things on the How do we know? Now they have started putting names here. Islamic texts from Quran also. So now they are getting influenced by other culture. So now they have started putting their names and the Quranic on the graves. Jam Murid Haji. Jam is still a hereditary title in the south of Pakistan for the tribal leaders. So that's how we know that this is the tribal leader. This used to be a flower shop. How do we know? There's some Persian text on the walls of this. So this was a flower shop. You see, now they're putting names in the Quranic text and the names too. That means now the tradition of putting profession. And usually every grave has a different geometrical pattern. Probably they had more time during their lifetime to sit with the architect and decide. No Netflix, no Facebook. It's all are the weapons.
Is that bow and arrow, is it?
Yes, bow and arrow.
Yeah.
This shrine culture. Smaller ones, huge ones, where sometimes they play music, sometimes dance. They were Sufis, mainly from Central Asia and Iran. The priest king, the first figure, the second is the dancing girl, and the third are the seals. 5,000 years ago, from Mohenjo-daro, these seals were stamped on the goods through Indus River into the Arabian Sea onto Egypt, Iraq. So these seals were found in Egypt also. So then
they were like a stamp
on the goods which were transported. Yes. So the seals were found there, and the lower seal, all the seals were stamped with all the animals which were found in the surroundings, like rhinoceros, elephants, bulls, donkeys, everything. But there was only one seal which archaeologists cannot understand, is the seal of a unicorn. The bottom seal is the seal of a unicorn. So all the animals they can understand, they were there 5,000 years ago, but why the seal of a unicorn? Makli necropolis is one of the largest necropolis in the world. There are about 0.5 to 1 million graves here. And Thatta was always the royal city, the last outpost for the Mughals. Tata used to trade with through Indus River into the Arabian Sea with India, Middle East, Africa. So it was always a prosperous city for a good 800 years. So the people of Tata, the royals, started burying their dead at this hilltop, which was named Makli. And this is the oldest part, the Sama cluster. Sama was the local dynasty who used to rule south of Sindh, and the Tata was the capital. So there are two theories for the name Makli. Makli comes from Makkah. And another theory is that there was a woman who came to this hilltop to meet a saint who used to meditate here at this part. And the woman wanted to go to Makkah for the holy pilgrimage, but she didn't have the means and the wealth to travel that far. So the saint told the woman that you can face towards Makkah and this will be your Makkah. So the name of the woman is Mai Makli. Mai in Urdu language would be the woman, and the name of the woman is Makli. So this is the grave. This was the saint in the 14th century, and then the local ruler built the first structure at Makli. So this is the first structure at Makli, Islamic madrasa or Islamic school. And so whenever there's a Islamic madrasa or a school, there's always a mosque. So there are 4 mosques in Makli. So this is the first mosque, the woman and the saint. Couples who don't have kids, they would come here, donate some amount at these crypts, and when they have the babies, then they come here again to pray and give more charity to this place.
So they eventually come here, and they give
the
money.
couples who couldn't have kids,
Yeah.
for some odd reasons.
Yeah.
So they come to these places, put some money in these crypts, and pray to this lady that
Have a kid, and then they have a kid.
When they have kids, they would come here and donate more money.
Oh.
Yes. This was the main entrance. Now you see the calligraphy is there,
Yeah.
the Quranic text on the pillars also. But the architecture is again more Gujarati and Rajasthani architecture rather than Persian or Afghan or Turkish architecture. You can see the difference. This is the original one, and this is newly built.
That's newly built, and that's
Yes, that's the original one.
Right.
And you see the Quranic text.
Yeah.
Yes. And usually have a Qibla which faces towards Makkah. So whoever wants to pray, they would just find the Qibla and pray towards Makkah. You can see the wooden beams, and this is the Qibla with the name Allah written here. That's the Tata town, now a very small dusty town, and in between, River Indus used to flow.
A river.
River Indus, all the way from Tibet. It used to flow from here because the Indus Delta is very nearby.
Tibet. From Tibet? In Nepal?
Yes. No, not Nepal, China.
Ah,
Yes.
Tibet.
Tibet. Tibet into Ladakh, and from Ladakh to northern areas in Pakistan, and all the way downstream. And the delta is about 50 kilometers from here.
Ah.
So they used to trade through this river, you see all the tombs are facing the river. So the kings, all nobles, they wanted their tombs to face the river. That was the town. It is the royal necropolis. In the 17th century, due to an earthquake, the river changed the course. Few years, the Portuguese were here. They razed the Tata town, and then the new rulers would go on and shift the capital to Hyderabad. So for 800 years, even during the Mughal times, this was very important royal city, the last outpost for the Mughals. Emperor Babur, from a very small town in Uzbekistan, Fergana, he was thrown out by his uncles, and then he came to Kabul and defeated the king in Kabul. That was in India. He invaded in 1526. Before invading India, he invaded Kabul, and the Afghan king got defeated. And then the Afghan king came here and defeated the Sama rulers. So these are the last local rulers. After this, Afghans used to rule Tata in south of Sindh. So this is the last ruler whose name was Jam Nizamuddin, and he probably died in 1490s. And the tomb was built in 1490s. His military general, few years after this, got defeated by the Afghans. Quranic text here, and the Hindu mythological bird on the top. So it's a mixture of Rajasthani, Gujarati, and Islamic architecture. This is all stone carved, and it has not been renovated.
So this is original.
This is original, yes.
And you say it's 800 years old, is it? The whole set?
Yes. About you see, 1509. About 500 years old. With half lotus flower. Although it's a Muslim tomb, but many Hindu symbols are present in because they were again culturally more with the Indian culture. So he never wanted a dome. So it was purposely built without a dome. Usually one of the largest graves are for the king and the queen, and then the rest of the family. The most beautiful part is the...
I'm just going to say, yeah.
Yes.
That's really nice.
He made sure he didn't leave a single place uncarved, even on the top. After the Afghans, the Uzbeks were here, and after the Uzbeks, finally the Mughal Empire was here. So this was the last outpost for the Mughals, and they always appointed a local governor, and there was always a local king, but there was always a local governor appointed directly from Delhi. So now we are in the Mughal cluster.
The Mughal
Mughal and Uzbek cluster.
that is definitely Uzbek style, that is.
Oh,
Yeah.
King, it is of a prince, an Uzbek prince. If you see the dates, it seems that it was a 12-year-old boy whose father built the tomb for him when he died very young.
So 12-year-old boy's buried in it.
Right.
Yeah?
It was all covered with these blue turquoise tiles, and they say on a full moon it used to glow from very far away. Yes. So they want to bring it in its original condition. And now the style has completely changed. It is now completely Uzbek blue tiles.
This is the entrance to the tomb by here.
It has blue tiles.
This is Gary, 105. So that's the old Islamic calligraphy, is it?
And the name of the person in Persian language is always hidden. That's not Arabic, this is Persian.
Persian, right. So this is Persian by here, and then this is Arabic on top.
Text from the Quran.
Right, okay.
Maybe each person, Quran is a huge book, so maybe each person would select his verse, a particular favorite verse, and he would direct his descendants to put that verse on his stone. On his
Right.
grave.
Okay. Can I ask, can the people of Pakistan speak Arabic?
No.
No.
No, but there's a large portion of people who would go into religious studies. They would learn Arabic and
To read the Quran properly.
read the Quran and, you know. The king, the tomb is of Mughal governor, directly appointed from Delhi. Again in Uzbek style. The blue tiles have used extensively in this tomb. In probably 1638, Nawab Diwal Shota Khan. Again, this is his name in Persian, and they also have put the Islamic date. We have a separate Islamic calendar. This is in Persian or Arabic 1048. The king doesn't want strange men like me and Gary to look even at the grave of his unmarried daughter. Syria.
So yeah, if a wife or if his partner, what did he say? If his sister or daughter, sister or daughter, yeah,
During his lifetime,
yeah.
the king's
She's got
life.
to be separated.
So just wait until he's
Because
dead
all
and
the
she comes
families
in.
here, and she would always get a separate.
Yeah.
In the other tombs also.
If he's already dead, she can't hold the
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So if the king's alive, yeah. But if he's dead, she just come in.
Yeah.
Since last 800 years.
Health and safety at its finest. This is the largest tomb. This somewhere. What's the name, sorry?
Mirza Isa Khan Tarkhan.
Huh.
He was a appointed first as a governor of Rajasthan for a good 10 years.
Okay.
When he came back, he was reappointed as a king in Tata, and when he decided to build his tomb, he decided that he will not use any blues,
Okay.
because he got so impressed by the Rajasthani architecture that his tomb is an example of Rajasthani and Muslim architecture.
Okay.
It's 40 years,
Yeah.
so whoever ruled for more than 40 years would build larger tombs. Isa means
Son of? Oh no, so IBN as.
Isa.
No.
In the Muslim world, in the Quranic text, Jesus is referred as Isa.
Jesus. Ah.
Jesus is referred as Isa.
He's a.
So in the Islamic world, whenever you hear the word Isa, it means Jesus.
Ah.
There were 2 earthquakes that were destroyed. Probably one in 1906 and then in 1970s. So the upper part, broke. You cannot go up, but we'll see from downstairs.
What was his relation to the one who built the Taj Mahal?
His boss,
His boss.
because Tata was directly reporting to the Mughal emperor in Delhi.
Ah.
So his boss was Shah Jahan, who was building Taj Mahal.
Ah.
And he would go on and build one of the largest tombs in Makli.
Right.
Maybe to impress his boss.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it also depends on the economy of the
Shouldn't you?
place.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he. Somehow the dome never fell off during the earthquake. 2 earthquakes.
The dome did.
The dome is crazy.
Oh well. Do you know which earthquake it fell off on?
1906 and 1970s.
There'll be loads of Polish in
There.
yeah.
I think.
So the Germans helped restore this.
Yes.
Okay.
Style again.
Yeah.
Different style again, and also swastika symbols on the graves now.
Ah yeah. So this is India. What's it actually called? Is it actually called a swastika? It's not called swastika in India. Yeah. What's it actually? Do you know what it's actually called? So this is his father's,
Yes.
Yeah. who's also a king. Somebody. So they sketch it like that, and they turn into this. Ah, okay, that's cool.
What's up, baby? Yes.
So that's a baby one. Oh, the smallest compared to the others. Look at that size. Yeah. Wow. Ah. So he killed all of his family.
All this Tarkhan family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Why?
He was.
Just felt like a.
He was bored. He built an army and then.
Wow.
Like before you wanted to kill someone, like
Uzbeks now are very peaceful, but back then they were. Sort of glow.
Oh, yeah.
1650s and 300 plus years. show 100 domes. There was no loudspeaker. There was no speaker because there was no speaker.
Like a speaker. Ah, cool. Nice mosque, right?
Ramadan is ended, so people all over surrounding areas would come here, offer Eid prayers, and at one point of time, 20,000 people prayed. Learning Quran very early, probably at the age of 4.
Oh, well.
And some people would go on and opt for memorizing the whole Quran.
So after morning prayer, they'd go on the bench and...
Afternoon prayers.
Afternoon prayer, sorry.
You
After,
see the caps and the copies of Quran.
yeah.
So the young kids would have a class, a regular class. There would be a teacher, and they would learn to pronounce the right Arabic, recite Quran, and some kids would go on and memorize Quran as a whole. It takes a period of probably 4 to 5 years to memorize the whole Quran. Whole book. The whole book.
Proper city now, isn't it? Thank you very much for watching the latest video. Hope you all enjoyed. Remember to hit that subscribe button and help support the channel. Give the video a like and hit that bell button for notifications. I'll see you on the next one.